좀 이렇게 시간이 안 가는지 정말 버스 안에서 going 이불 속에서 going은 언제나 너에게 going.
Hi everyone, this is Aljea Aitanadi from Southern Philippine College Incorporated, a first-year college taking the Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. Today, let's review the theory of evolution by natural selections of Charles Darwin, an English naturalist, biologist, and geologist, published a book on the origin of species. He introduced the theory of evolution, stating that everyone passed through a process of natural selections, which means only the fittest will survive. The theory of evolution describes how organisms change over time as a result of changes in physical and behavioral traits. It is a change that allows organisms to better adapt their environment and be something that would be more competitive to survive. Darwin's theory revolutionized our understanding of how species evolve over time, shaping the diverse array of life we see on Earth today. The theory of evolution has two main points, which are the natural selections and branching descents. Natural selection is a method by which population of living things and transforms because of a population members are naturally diverse. Each individual is unique in a certain aspect, while branching descents is the process of creating a new species from a single common ancestors. New species adapted geographically to a new environment as they develop. Natural selections can be defined as the process by which certain heritable traits become more or less common in a populations over successive generations. This occurs because individuals with traits that are advantageous for their environments are more likely to survive and reproduce, passing on these beneficial traits to their offspring. Individuals with favorable traits have increased survival and reproductive success, leading to a higher likelihood of passing on these traits to the next generation. This process is often described as a survival of the fittest, referring to those individuals whose traits enable them to survive and reproduce successfully in their specific environment. Charles Darwin's theory of microevolution, a cornerstone of his larger theory of natural selections, shed light on how species gradually change over time in response to their environment. Microevolution, or small-scale evolutions, refers to the changes in gene frequencies with a populations over a relatively short period. It focuses on how genetic variations lead to a new phenotypic traits that can enhance an organism's survival and reproductive success. Sexual selection is a mode of natural selections in which members of one biological sex choose mates of the other sex to mate with intersexual selections and compete with members of the same sex for access to members of the opposite sex. Sexual selection is a special kind of natural selection in which mating preferences influence the traits of the organisms. The incorporation of genetics into Darwin's theory is known as a modern evolutionary synthesis. The physical and behavioral changes that make natural selection possible happen at the level of DNA and genes without gametes. An organism's DNA affects how it looks, how it behaves, and how its sociology. So, a change in an organism's DNA can cause changes in all aspects of its life. Mutations are essential to evolutions. They are the raw materials of genetic variables. That's all about the theory of evolution by natural selections of Charles Darwin. So I'm hoping that you have a better comprehensive understanding, and thank you for being with me at the end of the discussion.